How much thought do I put into using material that's uncopyrighted? I guess not. I feel like most things are copyrighted these days, so it seems kind of hard to find something that is both useful and not copyrighted, I guess.
That is uncopyrighted. I would say not much. A lot of the times it's just a lot easier to find the more, I guess, widely available videos.
I honestly, when I go into it, I don't think about whether it's copyrighted or uncopyrighted, whether it's something that like, oh, obviously I can argue fair use for that or not. It's just kind of like, that's a cool image. I think I'll try and work that in there, like 9 times out of 10.
I use tons of songs and videos that, are copyrighted, but because it's for educational uses, I'm not too worried about getting sued over it or anything. That's for sure. But I know that people really are, really do viciously defend intellectual property, and so I don't know. I like to definitely respect people's rights in that regard.
Someone hears, that someone's using a song or something in a classroom and for a school project, then they're immediately okay. Most people I would think would say that's fine.
Like people are always like, oh, you're a student, okay, yeah, that's so cool, and their opinion completely changes when I guess they realize that you're not making money off of it or something.
In terms of fair use, I think when something is based in education or for the purpose of a class, I know that you do have many more rights in that situation to begin with. And then I also think just in terms of me feeling okay with using something for the purpose of a class, I'm more comfortable kind of like with that remix aspect of putting things together that might holistically be protected, but for the use of a class, I think it's more okay.
I think it helps.
I think honestly, obviously, the more materials that you can pull from, the more creative you can be.
I don't think it affects my ability to be creative because I feel like if you really want to use something, you can find a way to make it happen, whether that's recreating it in your own words or figuring out a different way to do it. I feel like there's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way. So even though it's frustrating sometimes.
So I think if that got stricter, it really limits where the types of influences you can pull from to make something that's, totally new. And so I'm really in favor of definitely keeping them where they are, if anything, loosening them, because, I'm definitely a proponent of taking things other people have made and expanding on them and changing them.
I mean, that's a challenge. It definitely would inhibit some creativity.
I think for some people it would kind of hinder their motivation.
I think it'd almost be demoralizing, because I'd have, it's one of those moments where, I have so many good ideas, but I can only use this stuff, so it would almost, take away a lot of the composition part of the project and, putting it together, because you have to play within these limits, so you have to put so much more time on, what can I actually use, as opposed to taking anything and then building something really great out of that. You have, a much smaller foundation.